I started this interview talking about your life and how things have been very tough recently. You were diagnosed with MS.
Yes, I was, yeah.
When did that happen?
That was in, I think it was May of 2012.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What was the first thing that went through your head when they told you that?
Well, the first thing was, really, come on.
Yeah.
And then the second thing was, well, why did I even bother getting sober? But, that went away pretty quick. And I don't know, it just kind of, my eldest daughter had just been born. So I didn't really have a lot of time to sit there and enter the whole woe is me cavern and just be like, oh, this is it, the end is near. I had a little 3-week-old baby to take care of, and it really was a bit of a saving grace.
What do they give you for it? Do they give you drugs?
Yeah, so there's 19 treatments available now, which is amazing, because 25 years ago there was nothing. They gave you Advil. And so it's really coming leaps and bounds as far as research and new stuff kind of coming down the pipe. So
Have you felt any symptoms?
Yeah, so I've been pretty good for a few years. I got on a really good treatment that I respond to really well. I exercise a lot. I try and eat properly and healthy.
Does that have an effect on it?
Yeah, because it's at the end of the day, MS is inflammation. Essentially, it's inflammation. And so the thought process is, if you have a diet that is a very kind of low inflammatory diet, it just doesn't give your body the opportunity to kind of inflame.
What are low inflammatory foods?
So it's low sodium, low fats, nothing. I mean, it's basically really lean proteins, a lot of vegetables, very, minimal carbs if you are going to have carbs, like the healthy stuff, quinoa and stuff like that.
Yeah. And so is it normal for someone at 26 to find out?
Yeah, well, so the average age for diagnosis is between 20 and 40. Most people, up until actually kind of recently, you didn't get diagnosed too much later because doctors they weren't that queued up to the symptoms of MS because they're so varied. People would go years without being diagnosed because doctors just wouldn't put the pieces together.
Yeah, it's so interesting for the lifetime of a human on this planet and the obstacles that you have to work and navigate around. What have you learned about yourself through the trials and tribulations of the life of Jack Osbourne?
Right.
What have you learned?
I think for me, it's just keep going. It's like for some reason, it always kind of jumps into my head. But in Finding Nemo, when it's like, just keep swimming, keep swimming, you'll figure, everything is meant to be the way it is because that's what's happening.
Yeah.
If the moment I start kind of future tripping or living in it should have been like this,
right.
You've lost.
Well, they say if you have one foot in the future and one foot in the past, you are pissing on the present.
This is so true.
And you have to stay present.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jack.